All right, so we went over our first two drills, and now the last one is gonna be just a shoot and lift drill. All right, so the reason we're gonna do this drill is that it's always better if we can get this guy's feet off the ground. It just makes for an easier finish. In freestyle, it makes it a lot easier to get our 4-point, 5-point throws. And it just takes away a lot of the scrambles that can happen even in folk style. So what we're gonna do here, again, we're not really working on any finishes yet, not working on any setups yet. We're working specifically on some of the in-between there, in between the finish and in between the setup in there, what we're doing in the middle once we're in on the leg. Now, remember, I'm gonna keep saying this throughout this whole video. When we get to this high crotch, we'll my head up, hips in, back straight, 3 feet in a row. In an ideal world, this is the position I wanna be in. And again, the hand positioning, we can kind of talk about when we get to different finishes, but I digress. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So next, when we're getting into this drill, we wanna work on getting this guy's feet off the ground. So we're gonna go into a little bit of a lift here as opposed to driving across to our double. Now, the best way that I like to do this is I'm gonna take my hand that's on the outside, I'm gonna go deep in the crotch, and I'm gonna also step this foot along with it, and we're gonna kind of step up to our feet and straddle this near leg. So I'm stepping here. Now, there's different views. Some people like to come up to the claw here. Some people like to go to the waist. For now, I'm just gonna stay on the leg. I'm gonna lock my hands, kind of like butterfly grip here on this leg as I step up, and I'm gonna pop my hips in. I'm not gonna use my back, and we're just gonna lift and return him to the mat. Again, we're not working on finishing right now. We're just working on getting him in the air, and this just creates a habit of when we shoot, we're lifting right away. So deep in the crotch, I step up, lift. And that's all we're doing. And if you can get into the habit of this, you'll see guys like Frank Molinaro at the international level. He always drills this way, and you also see him getting a lot of high crotches, lifting guys in the air and getting 4-pointers just because this is the habit that he's developed from drilling. So that's the point of this drill, is to get in the habit of I shoot, I step around deep in the crotch, lift, return to the mat. Same thing here, and take a nice easy shot, I get in deep, big step around, this hand's gonna follow, here, keep my butt low, lift. From this angle, again, get in on my high crotch, again, have that good position, head up, hips in, back straight, this leg's gonna step around, this arm's gonna follow, here, my butt stays low, lock my hands, lift, here. Now, again, once we get into a match, you're gonna wanna be a little bit more like here, lift, and then we can work into our finishes. But again, I can't stress enough the importance of getting this guy up in the air. When he's on the mat here, this is when he can get his hips back and create scrambles where we could be on the mat here, getting in all kinds of different scrambles. When I get the feet in the air, it takes all that away. When I have him in the air here, he can't scramble. There's nowhere for him to go, and this is why it makes it easier to finish. So that's our shot, get the guy in the air drill. I don't remember exactly what I called it at the beginning, but we're shooting, getting the guy's feet in the air, and making it a lot easier to get our throws and take away the scrambles from the high crotch position.